2 games of playoff hoops on a Monday night, plus the lottery. We have a lot to get into. Knicks are up 3-1. My name is Shlomo Stark.
My name is Levi Jacob.
And this is the NBA Daily Recap in 15 minutes or less. Levi, we have so much to talk about today. Knicks are up 3-1. It's a great place to start. What do I want to lead with? The Knicks win or the Tatum injury? I think it's got to be the Tatum injury, even though I love the Knicks' performance tonight. Tatum was having the best game I've ever seen him play. Truly, truly a magnificent performance. I was actually really excited to come on here and be like, Levi, you were wrong about Tatum. He just played the greatest game I've ever seen. One of the greatest games I've ever seen. Still might be one of the greatest games I've ever seen. But instead, we have to talk about what is this injury, what's going to come out of it. I genuinely feel for him. You could see also as he was coming off the court, all the Knicks players were clapping. It looked tremendously painful. He couldn't put any pressure on that foot. And the Knicks were already him and Brunson were going at it. The Knicks were already sort of taking control of the game. But then once he left, it was over. Transitioning into the game, they were down 14 in the third quarter. And then Jalen Brunson just went into a different mode. I predicted this also, Jalen Brunson legacy game. That is exactly what happened. He just hit shot after shot after shot. In the fourth quarter, he sat the first few minutes, and Bridges came in. And then Bridges hit shot just mid-range after mid-range. Towns was good. G was good. The Knicks win 3-1. I will be in attendance. It looks like they will be playing Wednesday night against the Celtics team without their best player. The Celtics would need to do, and I don't know what the phrase is, do NBA history, make NBA history for them to win this series. And I expect to go to the game tomorrow, enjoy the game, and leave with an Eastern Conference Finals appearance.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. I don't know if we ran through the scoring. I think 4 Knicks had 20 points or more, including Brunson at the 39.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned them without their stats, but yeah, it was the best game the Knicks played this series, and honestly, probably this playoffs.
Yeah. I want to see what the Tatum injury is. Obviously, everybody does.
There's no way he's playing Game 5.
I don't know.
There's no way he couldn't. No, there's no way he couldn't put. I'm telling you, you watch it live. You could see.
In my eyes, unless it's like a Paul George bone out of leg type injury, there's just swelling involved. There's all these different things. I just don't know. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying I've seen it where people are like, oh my God. For example, Brunson, that game where he went down and he was limping. He couldn't stand up correctly, whatever. And I was like, oh no, this is it. And then he came back and you're like, what? I don't know. We'll see.
I think he's going to be out for a season. We were talking about next game. I don't know if he's going to be back for next playoffs. It's next year. We're going to talk about Tatum before this injury and after it, because he's probably in his prime right now, the peak of his powers. So yeah, the next thing is the Timberwolves beat the Warriors, but the lottery was so much bigger than that. Yeah, I honestly, maybe I'm biased. I'm a Knicks fan, but the lottery didn't feel bigger than the Knicks Celtics game, but it felt bigger than the Timberwolves Warriors game. That game was actually pretty close. Anthony Edwards, though, had an Anthony Edwards game. He's been phenomenal. And a Knicks Timberwolves finals is looking more and more realistic now, with both of them up 3-1. Thunder are still the team to beat in the West, though, I would say, with them tied 2-2. But good job by Minnesota. Randall looks great. He's really, really looking good. This is the definition of I think you said this, but a win-win trade. I don't have so much to say on the Timberwolves Warriors game. I'm ready to get to the lottery, unless you have more to add on that one.
Just that, again, Jimmy Butler had 14 points. I just don't really get it. The game, to be honest with you, the game was closer than it should have been still. The Timberwolves really should have been farther out of reach. I know that the lead was 20, I think, leaving the third quarter, but it's still, I don't know. They really need to be able to dominate in order for me to be confident that they can go into the next round and win. So we'll see. That's all.
I like it. The lottery.
Yeah.
I'll just say this. This is truly what I believe. I believe that a couple weeks before the trade deadline, Adam Silver gave Nico Harrison a call. And he said, hey, man, listen, I want you to trade Luka Doncic. And I know people aren't going to like it. and I know everyone's going to say to fire you, but here's what I'll do for you in return because I really need the Lakers to be relevant and good and for the NBA to make money. I'm going to get you the number 1 pick in the lottery, and you can get Cooper Flag. And you could also get Anthony Davis. I think 80% of me believes that's what happened because otherwise I have to like be a person that just believes in miracles.
Yeah, it's funny because I think that I actually work the other way. In my brain, I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with conspiracy and big corporation, big NBA. You know, I don't want to have to deal with it. Like, isn't it crazy that this happened? Like, I'm not stupid enough to really think that like there's nothing going on here, but like, I just don't want to think about it that way. I want to be like, wow, for the love of the game, this is awesome that this played out this way.
Nico, I feel bad I can't quote where I saw this because I thought it was a great call. What's Nico's whole thing? Like, let's put conspiracy aside. What's Nico's whole thing?
Conditioning.
Well, that's just, yeah, but defense,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Loves defense. If I'm Nico, is it a coincidence that the same day the Mavericks get the number 1 pick, Giannis happens to announce that he's open to explore options, which I feel like every NBA player should always be open to explore options. But I was just a silly headline. But so if I'm Nico, I just give the Bucks a call. And I'm like, hey, Cooper Flag for Giannis. Who says no?
What's a better future prospect for you than Cooper Flag?
I'm saying, who says no? Just straight up.
From the standpoint of, I don't know how the apron stuff works in regards to, that's 3 players on max. I don't know how much money you have for the rest of the roster.
Don't be a nerd with that stuff. That's not what we're doing now. For sure as no. Who's to stop being a nerd with that stuff? Who says no? What would you rather have? Would you rather have Cooper Flag or Giannis Antetokounmpo? Stop trying to roster fit. Stop trying to work with the second and third apron. Who says no? Would you rather have Giannis or Cooper Flag right now? That is a great question, and that is the fun question to answer, not trying to make the salaries work. I think it's a rare, like, yes.
Yeah, I think if there was a team to say no, I think it is the Bucks. But I think it's very even.
It feels kind of like the perfect trade.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I just can't believe they ended up with this pick is really the answer to me. Like even that season, what are the odds that Kyrie Irving is on 2 teams that this happens to?
Yeah.
That's not
everything. What the answer is probably 1.8%, which was the odds of the Mavericks getting it. It's like
wait. Can I just read out to you very quickly? I want to read out to you the order. Okay, if I can.
Well, I know the order. I'm very angry about it.
Do you want to read it?
I'm not reading it. I'm going off memory. Let's go top 5 right now. It's Mavericks, Spurs, Sixers, Hornets, which I'm really angry about. Number 5, I know number 6 was Washington, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Who was number 5?
Jazz.
Utah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Utah. Forget that top 6 is awful.
Terrible. I feel like all these teams did some sort of version of that. Like, meaning the Sixers, like, at some point they were like, yeah, you know what? Why doesn't Quentin Grimes just go out there and just score as many points as he possibly can? Like, you know, like at some point they were basically tanking. The Spurs also were like pulling guys from second half of games. Like they were tanking. It's just good teams like doing a cheap version of tanking, and now we're rewarding that also. Like I don't really understand it. I don't know. It's just bizarre. Hello, Wizards. We got stuck on 6, 7.
I feel like the 6 is an abomination. Like we don't need to talk about it more than that. Like it's just so. First of all, I don't really believe that like the 7th pick and higher actually matters.
Okay.
But the reason why I think the top 6 is important is because 4, 5, and 6 were the teams with the best odds.
Yeah. No, it's insane. It's entirely insane.
The Sixers do not deserve the number 3 pick. The Spurs got Wemby, and now they're going to get great. They're going to either get Dylan Harper or a lot of good assets for a trade. And the Mavericks, who made the worst trade in NBA history.
It really is like, listen, I'm sure that Mavericks fans are thrilled.
Yo, I'm sure they are the winners. The Mavericks, them and Nico, and anyone who is attached to the Mavericks are winners. If I'm though a Wizards, Jazz, or Hornets fan, I'm really mad.
Or Nets, or like literally There's actually 10 teams in the league that deserve this more than the Mavericks.
Right, like Nets, Blazers, all those guys. Yeah.
How crazy is that like this is supposed to be the balancing out of the league, right? This is supposed to be like the evening out of everything, and like all this did was like, I'm sorry, one that really gets me the most, man, is the Sixers. You just can't reward this. Like, I think that Adam Silver should be like, I understand that they drew, they drew this pick, they drew third, but sorry, we're not giving it to them. It's insane. Anybody that you add to this team, everyone's like, wow, they're so much better than they were last year. Yeah, it's because like with a mixture of injury and also just weird play and just like literally just this negative press machine that's going on in Philadelphia, they just don't deserve this. I'm sorry, they don't.
Yeah. You know who I underratedly feel bad for? The Hawks. Because they won it in the worst year. Like 2 years ago, the Spurs get Wemby. This year, the Mavs get Cooper Flag, and the Hawks got Ricochet.
Yeah.
And even if you want to say that they made the wrong pick, like Castle is nowhere near the hype of Wemby and Flag. If you were to bet, are the Mavs trading this pick or are they keeping it? Like if you had to pick one.
They're keeping it.
I also think so. If you were to bet, are the Spurs trading their pick or they're keeping it?
The Spurs, I wonder if you see details afterwards. I think the Spurs would try to trade up to get one.
So they're
if
so funny because that would be basically be the same. Like then you're predicting the Mavericks will trade.
yeah, no. I'm saying I think that the Spurs would want to trade. I don't think the Mavericks would want to trade.
Oh, like the Mavericks will say no.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, for the Mavericks, the only trade I really think is smart is Giannis.
To be honest. Yeah.
I think probably because it's right in Nico's wheelhouse of the defense, and he's the number 2 player in the world. Like, and that I genuinely think an Anthony Davis, Giannis Antetokounmpo lineup is that's like a real, especially with Kyrie Irving in the backcourt.
Right.
Like Lively playing backup. I'm just like terrified to go against this team.
Yeah, no, that would be really insane.
Yeah. The Spurs might be a sneaky Giannis team also.
Yeah. Giannis the Spurs makes a lot of sense. No, listen, the real winner out of this, to be honest with you, Brandon Williams.
What?
The team has championship potential.
I haven't thought about Brandon Williams in months, my friend. Since I don't even know how you got it.
It was a take just for you. It was just for you.
That was great. Should have turned the TikTok camera on. All right, I think we got through everything. I'm sorry for those of you who really wanted to hear about our analysis for picks 14 through 7, but I just shut Levy down with it. There's no interest.
By the way, dark horse contender for who I feel sorry for, the Raptors.
I don't like Canada.
All right. Well, that is what it is. That's fine.
Yeah, shout out to Dove. No, I don't feel bad for Canada. They won the title in 2019. Like, they're good. Like, I'm saying Raptors fans, Jazz fans, Wizards fans, it's like, what now? Like, where do we go from here?
There's not a single part of me that has any answer for those teams, unfortunately. The Nets, I think, deserve it. But, sorry, Zach. The Nets deserve it. Especially with all their nonsense news stories that are in leaking. The Nets are going to pursue Giannis, okay? And 29 other teams are also going to pursue Giannis. What, you want a medal? Like, I don't understand. But the rest of these teams, like really with the Jazz, I actually don't have a, like trademark it in for what? You know, I don't have any clue what to do moving forward.
Nico Harrison is either the luckiest man alive or smarter than we all think.
Quickly
Predictions. I think that the Cavs are going to extend this series and they will win game 5. And
Thunder.
wait, what do you think about Cleveland, Indiana?
I think Indiana's going to close it out.
It could be that Indiana really broke Cleveland. That's a very cool. I'm not confident about like Cleveland's pick at all. OKC Denver, and OKC's favored by 10.5 points. At what point are we just gonna like say these teams are like even? Never. Like it's 2-2, and I still think both have OKC.
I think it's OKC because they're also at home.
Yeah, but they've each won one game at home.
But that's like the Clippers Denver series. Like every game was like I think that Clippers. I think Kawhi Leonard looks like a robot right now.
Yeah. All right. So we both have OKC, and we both. Oh, and we disagree about Cleveland, Indiana. Even though I kind of like agree with you, but like
yeah, but that's good content.
Yeah, great content. I'm really excited for Wednesday because I will be in Boston for the Knicks game. I cannot believe I just looked at the line. Boston's favorite in that game.
He's gonna
no respect to this Knicks team.
It's gonna change over the next 2 days, especially with Tatum.
Did I flip you around? Because a couple minutes ago you thought Tatum was gonna come back.
Also, he'll be signing autographs for anybody that wants. You know?
Who,
that he's
B?
okay. Yeah.
Oh, at Boston? Sure. I'll sign an autograph anywhere I go. I honestly have a very ugly signature. It's like kind of a fake one. It's just kind of a scribble with an S.
I have to know that.
Yeah. That was the NBA Daily Recap in 15 minutes or less. I want to thank you, Levi, for co-hosting, for producing, and for laughing at all my jokes. Look at that smile you're holding in right now. You just think I'm the funniest guy in the world, and I absolutely love it. I want to thank the Knicks for being up 3-1. I want to thank Adam Silver for just giving the Mavericks the number 1 pick for no reason. And I want to thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.